All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honor to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers and sisters out there. I'm your brother Zion, coming back at you with another lesson. And today's lesson is gonna be about prayer because um, that's like our number one connection. That's like the top tier connection to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Um, Anything you need, want, whatever. But we just even through life troubles like financial issues, women issues, family issues, car troubles, housing issues, any type of issues, we supposed to pray. Even when it's going good, we supposed to pray. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm making a lesson on on prayer is because last night I was at work and I'm just cleaning my area. I was in the locker room area just cleaning my areas or whatever, and I stumble across this in the locker. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. And that's Philippians 4 and 6. You know, and that's so true. You know what I'm saying. Even when it seems like it's not gonna go in your favor, it can just flip around in an instant. And the reason, the Lord does these things you know, just to try us to see what we'll do and where our hearts lie at. You know what I mean? Because every day is a new test. Every day. And I'm actually gonna read that scripture. Um, I was gonna start at the very top, but I'll just start from 6. I was gonna start at the very top. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me read from the very top. Top. This is Philippians chapter 4. Think of excellence. This is verse 1. Therefore, my brethren, dear beloved and longed for my joy and crown, so stand fast in the Lord, my dearly beloved. Verse 2. I beseech, uterus and beseech. I don't know how to pronounce that. Syntax, that they may be, that they be on the same mind in the Lord. Verse 3. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow. Salakia. Let me read that again. And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow, help those which women, help those women which labored with me in the gospel, with Clement also, and with others, I mean, also, and with other my fellow laborers, whose names are in the book of life. Verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Verse 5. Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. And this is Philippians verse. This is the verse I seen in that note in that locker. You know what I'm saying? This is Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto God. And that's basically saying hold on, let me go to the I could read it in the regular version, but I wanted to get um this. It says, let me read it again. This is Philippians 4 and 6 in the NLT, New Living Translation. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the New Living Translation, I believe. Don't worry about anything like that note, like it said on that note, because they use the NLT version, not the way it's not the King James, not the KJV 1611 version, but they use the NLT. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what that says on that. That's what it says on that thing. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. And because we in this truth, man, us brothers go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Uh, us brothers go through a lot, but and that's why we always have to pray. Because um, brothers can be sad, mad, angry, um, all type of feelings that brothers go through on a daily basis. But these people in the world, and hell, even some of these people in the, I'm just gonna say the people in the world. These people in the world um, don't understand that, and they don't understand what, especially as men in this truth, what we go through, because we go through a lot of things, and we deal with a lot of uh, um, BS and uh, niggertry and just a bunch of people doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we suffer every day. You know, because we're not, we're not in cat. I mean, not Slovakia. We're not in the kingdom. We're still in captivity. So as long as we're here, we're gonna suffer. You know what I mean? And it might not be like hardcore suffering. We might just suffer something as far as shit. Somebody might need $20 for gas or something. You know. But I'm gonna read this precept. This is Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord. And a burden is something that so like, yeah, let me pull it up. A burden is basically something that's getting on your nerves. You know what I mean? Like that's heavy. Like for example, yo, this is a burden. Like yo, something that's agitating in the flesh, or something that's not, that you don't think you can overcome. You know what I mean? A burden, a lot that which is given. You know what I mean? Let me pull up that definition for you. Hold on. We gotta break down these words. You know what I mean? And give you the exact definition. Yeah, like I was saying, burden means something that is heavy or difficult to carry, deal with, or endure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that can mean physical, emotional, mental sense, or just general sense. And they really, some brothers can go through all three of those. All three sometimes. This walk in the faith is not easy by any means. You got a lot of betrayals and just a lot of whatever going on. So it says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Con. Yeah, so let me pull it up in LT real quick. Psalms. Hold on. Let me see if I can copy in there. Cause sometimes they'll let me copy in the thing and then it won't pull it up. Okay, it says in the NLT, it says, give your burdens to the Lord and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall. Yeah, so that can mean anything. Like you can be going through financial troubles, um, or anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything that can put pressure on you to cause you to break. You know what I'm saying? To cause you to slip and fall. Um, Anything to like break your faith. Something to question you, or and you start doubting. You're like, dang, or JB, dang, is the Lord really dealing with me? Dang, my car done fucked up, um, and I lost my wife, and my kids don't like me no more, and all this other stuff going on. That'll make Jake start to question, like, dang, what do I do deserve this? And is the Lord dealing with me? Like, dang. Or you just constantly keep going through the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, man, that'll start to make you question. Um, Hold on, let me get some other scriptures on this. That'll start to make you really question. Cause every brother got their own lot and what they go through, and um, every brother they got their own fight to bear. You know what I'm saying? Their own cross to carry. Um, Own lot, shall I say? You know. Um, This is First Chronicles 16 and 11. Seek the Lord in His strength. Seek His face continually. So we're supposed to be praying continually, seeking the Lord's face continually, because we're not we're in the land of our captivities where unfortunately shit can go left in an instant. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but we're oppressed every day. So we're supposed to be hastening the day of the Lord to hurry up and come back and get us, man, and take us home. You know what I'm saying? This is well, I already read that. This is Psalms 141 1 through 2, and it says an evening prayer for sanctification and protection. Yeah, yeah, you're supposed to be praying for protection, and you know, because there's a lot that can go on in the day's time. You can, and these people out here, they're so wicked and so crazy. Like, it's just madness and folly, man. It's vexation of the spirit, really. That, I'm gonna bring that out later. That's vexation of the spirit. This place is vexing, and this is oppression. You rent high, bills high, your whole check. It's a little study that says your whole check can be gone within, well, a day or 48 hours if you pay your rent. If you live by yourself, your check gonna be gone for your check will be gone in a New York minute. Like me, for example, um, before I was working two jobs, um, I had one job, and I had one job, and basically at the time I had to like work overtime to work overtime to have cash in my pocket after I pay my rent. Cause if you live by yourself, you pay your rent, your shit, man, your shit'll be gone just like that. Your shit'll be gone within a snap, and um, your shit'll be gone with like that in a snap. So I would work overtime, and after I pay my rent, I probably had like 200-300 more bucks. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention I got car note and all this other shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit can really get to you. But um, but besides the point, that's why it's always good to pray for to increase your whatever's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? But back to the scriptures. I don't want to babble too much. This is verse 1. Lord, I cry unto thee, make haste unto me, give ears unto my voice when I cry unto thee. Yeah, so you would want to, how you cry unto the Lord is praying. You know what I'm saying? Let me put, hold on. And I've been started using this app here as of late because it's really good. Um, the water Yahweh Shemia Shai for it. It's really good because to explain my point across a little bit better. And it says, "Oh Lord, I am calling to you. Please hurry. Listen when I cry to you for help." Yeah. So back then when I was going through that, uh I was praying to the Lord to give me a second job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause it just wasn't working. Like, I would pay my rent, pay my car note, and I was I was hurting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it cost to be the boss, but I was still hurting. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, this ain't right. And I was applying to this place, that place, this place, that place, this place, that place, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm not hearing anything. And I would just pray every day. I would pray the same thing every day. You know. But this is the thing. This is I'm gonna read this again. All right. This is I'm gonna read one in I'm gonna read verse 1 and 2, but it's a precept of this. This is First Timothy 2 and 8 instructions for believers. I would therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get to that Second Timothy here in a minute. This is Psalms 141 and 1. So I'm gonna read it again. Oh Lord, I am calling to you. Please hurry. Listen when I cry to you for help. Verse 2. Accept my prayer as incense offered to you. God, you know, cause that's when you pray. That's you're basically calling for help. You need help. You know what I'm saying? Cause this stuff, stuff get real out here. Anything can go left in an instant. Anything can go left in an instant. You know what I'm saying? This is so I'm gonna read Second Timothy. Not Second Timothy. First Timothy 2:8. In every place of worship, I want men to pray with holy hands lifted up to God, free from anger and controversy. Yeah. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Um. All right. Let me continue getting the other scriptures. Uh. Let me go back out of Psalms real quick. All right. This is Psalms 145:18 through 19. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. And nigh means near, you know. So the Lord is near unto all those. And I'm just going to, sometimes I copy and paste it and put it in the thing. But that's what that means. Nigh mean near. Oh shit, hold on. I didn't. There we go. Yeah, the Lord is close to all who call on him. Yes, to all who call on him in truth. Yeah, so the Lord is on. Who's the Lord near? The Lord is near to us brothers and sisters out there. That's in this truth. That's in this faith. Not no 2/3 degenerate. You know what I'm saying? Because the 2/3 they don't even know what a prayer is. Let alone, oh man, I'm not even gonna get started on that. All they know is death and destruction. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is near unto us brothers and sisters that's in this truth. I'm gonna read 19 too. He grants the desires of those who fear him. He hears those. He hears their cries for help and rescues them. Yeah. So the point of prayer is to is well, one, you're supposed to be praying anyway, but the point of prayer is when you're in some stuff, you're supposed to cry on the Lord to get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because He's the only one that can get you out of it. You can't get yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is Tobit 12 and 15. I am Raphael, one of the seven holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. And this is a precept. This is Acts 10 and 4. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Thy prayers and thine alms are come up for a memorial before God. Yeah, so it's more it's more precepts on that. Um it's a lot. Hold on. I'm trying to go back to there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna copy Tobit 12 and 15 real quick. Well, I'm gonna type it in because I forgot to copy it when I just left. But yeah, let me type it in real quick. If not, I just read it from here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is let me see. Let me see if I can find Axe on there. Cause I just started using that app not too long ago. I just usually use this app, but sometimes it the simplify my point across better. I like using this. There we go. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is Acts 10 and 4. Cornelius stared at him in terror. What is it, sir? He asked the angel, and the angel replied, Your prayers and gift to the poor have been received by God as an offering. Yeah, that's basically what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? This is Ecclesiasticus 38 and 9. My son, in thy sickness, be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and He will make thee whole. Yeah, so we supposed to pray unto the Lord. When we sick, when we well, etc. This is Matthew, and this is red letter, so this is Yahushua speaking. Matthew 6, uh, verses 5 through 8. And when those prayers, those should not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corner of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. All right. Verse 6. But though, when those prayers enter in thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Yeah, and when this is what this is talking about is like right now, me, I'm alone in my house right now. I'm alone, so I can. This is considered praying in secret. If I was to pray right now, I'd be praying in secret because ain't nobody in this house. You know what I'm saying? But um, you know, you know how brothers do. You face the east, find a private setting to yourself, and you can pray. Or sometimes you can pray in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Verse 7. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. So when you pray, just get straight to the point. Don't try to say this and say that. I need it for this reason, and I can do this, and I can avenue for that, and all this. That's much speaking, and that's vain repetition. Cause you're just repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Verse 8. But not ye therefore like Salakia, but not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. So the Lord knows what you're asking for before you even ask him. That's the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. He literally, you up here I am. I'm about to go pray, and I'm about to come in my room and pray, and before you even get the prayer started and all this stuff, he knows what you're about to ask him. He knows what you're about to ask, what you need, what you want, etc. This is Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not. Salaki, I didn't mean that. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yeah, so the reason why that's saying that because the spirit is willing. It's times in moments where you know the spirit will want to do what it is, but the flesh is what's holding you back. That's why it's a battle every day between the spirit and the flesh. Because um you can say I do this, and you can say you want to do that, but it's the flesh can throw you off. Like a while ago, I kid you not, um while ago I wanted to go play basketball and stuff because I was really supposed to do this lesson really in the morning time, but I was really supposed to do this lesson in the morning time, but um, I kept uh, watching. I was watching brothers' videos, and then I went from watching brothers' videos to listening to music, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then um, and then eventually, by the time I got around to it, it really kind of too late for me to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? But I was really tempted to go play basketball and before I did this video, like play basketball and then wait to do this video way later tonight, which is that wasn't the original intent. Already lost one battle when I was really supposed to do it this morning, but I was like, I'd be dang if I'm gonna put it off one more time, because when you just keep doing that, that's like basically a spirit of procrastination, and that's not good when you're trying to put videos out and stuff. But it's an ongoing battle, and everybody does it. Everybody's not perfect. You know, in Matthew 26 and 41, I just read it again for the NLT version. Keep watch and pray so that you will not give into temptation, for the spirit is willing, but the body's weak. Yeah, so yeah, your spirit, like my spirit wanted to do this video, but that thought just kept popping in my mind. I really did want to go play basketball, but how you gonna go do that and not serve the Lord first? You know what I'm saying? Um, Especially if you know how it be. It just be like that sometimes. This is Mark 11:24 through 26. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Yeah, so you're supposed to whatever you pray for, just believe that you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? Because you will get it. If it's lined up to be, if it ain't no BS, or nothing stupid and crazy, you will get it. You know what I'm saying? This is James 1, 5, and 6. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberal and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. Kind. This is verse 6. But let him ask in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Yeah, so that means you kind of like you double minded, like the scripture said back here. It's like you're unsure, you're uneven. You know who going? That's like me standing on a damn balance beam and it's wavering and moving and it's you know what I'm saying. Why would I stand on that? It's not solid. It's not. You know what I'm saying. This is verse 25. And when ye stand praying, forgive if you have any, Salaki, if you have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. Verse 26. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. Yes, and that's in red letter, and you're also supposed to forgive too as well. But let's see. This is Luke 18, 1 through 7. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Yeah, yeah, cause you know this truth, man. This is, you know, brothers lose a lot of things in this truth, man. We lose women and people that liked us, and our family die and children die and shit. Some brothers don't have families. Some brothers are single and live alone. Um, all type of stuff. And us brothers go through it, man. This is Luke 18:2, saying there was in a city a judge which feareth not God, neither regarded man. Verse 3. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of mine adversary. Verse 4. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man. 5. Yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. Verse 6. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. Verse 7. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? Yeah, so this crying, we pray day and night to get up out of this captivity, man. This place is hell on earth. We praying to the Lord to hurry up the prophecies, hurry up the MOTB, hurry up Jacob's trouble, hurry up World War III, so we can get saved and get on out of here. You know, 'cause this place is hell. You know, and these days are moving by fast, and stuff like that. And that's because the days and the time is moving by fast. Cause that's for the elect's sake. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, if the Lord didn't do this, man, we'd be cooked, man. We'd be cooked. These days are flying by like clockwork. Like it was just Monday, now it's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? But we just we we cry day and night unto the Lord, though He bear long with them. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the Lord, He want to hate. The Lord want to Yahweh Shai. He wants His elect back to Himself as well. You know, because only Yahweh knows the day and time that this is all gonna crumble. Yahweh Shai don't even know that himself. But only the Lord Yahweh, the Most High, you know what I'm saying? This is Romans 12 and 12. Rejoice in hope, patient in tribulations, continuing instant in prayer. Yeah, so we're supposed to continue it in instant prayer. And this is Ecclesiastes 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Yeah, so we got to be patient when we change into a low estate, but it hurts, it burns. And that's why we're supposed to pray so it won't be as bad, you know what I'm saying? And this is that scripture I read earlier. This is Colossians 4 and 2. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. And this is First Thessalonians 5 and 17. Pray without ceasing. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to pray like regardless, man. Let me pull that up real quick. Hold on. Um, Slide. Damn it, I messed it up. Hold This is First Thessalonians 5:17. Never stop praying. Yeah, so we never supposed to stop praying. Pray without ceasing. Never stop praying. Yeah, we not supposed to stop praying. We supposed to pray day and night. You know, and I'm trying to get better at praying all the time too as well, because I don't uh pray all the time like I should. Like I pray out, like, in secret out loud, but I also pray in my head. But I just try to overall get better at doing both. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is I already read that. This is Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to him. I mean, find grace to help in time of need. Yeah. So cause we all need help. When we in our time of need, we go. When you need help, you gonna always need Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You gonna always need Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's just what it is. Cause how you not gonna, you know what I'm saying? How you not gonna pray to the power, the man? How you not gonna pray to the power that made everything that literally exists? How? Um, and this is what I read earlier. But I just wanted to do a quick uh I wanted to do a quick lesson on prayer. Um the reason what triggered this lesson was me seeing that in at work in my locker room area, because you know I just took that as a way of the Lord was speaking to me. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord knows our thoughts. So I just took that as a way of the Lord speaking to me with the Philippians 4:6 verse. And hopefully this is an edifying lesson on prayer. And I want to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakak Wadash, and shalom to the next lesson.